Sometimes you just have to hit the go live button, people. Hello to you watching the replay. Yeah, we're talking about going past your comfort zone. And so I want to share that you probably see a lot of people going live and thinking, oh, I don't know, they've got it easy. It's easy for them. They can just no. This going past your comfort zone takes an inner push. And having the courage to ask for more, desire more. Yeah. So this comfort zone is really seductive. And that's what I'm going to talk about today, is how you can be almost blind to how you are keeping yourself inside your comfort zone. It's like, so as an energy worker, I can see the contrast between what you're saying that you want. I feel like this camera's flipped around. And where you are energetically. And I am super fortunate to be surrounded with people who do the same for me. And it's so wild, so pushing my own edges. I have a blog half written. What do you have the same problem with, Jen? Messy hair? Don't care? Hey, Lisa. Oh my gosh. All my girlfriends are on here. This is fun. Oh, good. This is making it easier. We'll just have some coffee and we'll talk about comfort zones. So I've been really pushed out of my comfort zone many times through my journey. And what I've come to witness and see in my own process and with others and the work that I do and friends who are on this journey of knowing there is more within to be experienced and expressed. And we've been programmed, we've been shut down, we've been quieted, we've been dismissed for who we are and how we think and how we look. I mean, we've been programmed from the beginning of school times of comparison and even through social media, but advertising and TV about how bodies should look. And this isn't just about women, it's about men and women, and the ways that even men have been suppressed in being their full expression of their emotions because men need to be men. And we're seeing all of this crumble. The full authentic selves that we are being drawn forward in this world, in this experience. And those of us that are facing forward and being present to everything that is in front of us, it's like there's more, right? And that's the direction. But sometimes our human personality wants to go in the other direction, right? We know go left or straight, but then we go right or backwards. And it's like these false fears that come up that, we've been subliminally programmed with. And through that, it's like the comfort zone is seductive. It'll tell us that we're safe. We're innately safe. I mean, because really the truth of it all is this human body is temporary and our soul is so much more. And that's really what's wanting to be this integration and expression through us. But the personality says, stay in the comfort zone. If you speak that is not of the common belief, then you'll be abandoned, or you'll be not liked, or you'll be shunned, or if you don't look a certain way, then you can't fit in, or your art has to look this way, or your voice needs to sound this way, or your relationship should look this way. And then what we're ultimately doing is closing off all possibilities and potentials of what our fullest experience can be here. And when you're feeling discomfort, you're knowing that you are out of alignment with what you're being drawn to what the more that is within you that wants to be an expression, and you're, the discomfort comes from you holding yourself back and trying to stay in the comfort zone, play inside the lines, not cause too much ruckus. And this comes from, my experiences is I've worked hard to be the art that I am, to be the expression, to show up and stuff like this, and go on this journey of, it's funny, it was going through my head this morning of like alternative healing, and it's like, is it really alternative? To me, it's the most natural thing to understand that your body, that you are the medicine, that your body is a natural healing system, that through your mind you can create new experiences, and it becomes from coming from within yourself. And so many of us have been taught, like I said from the beginning of this, is that it's not in here, it's out there. And so, in my journey of going outside of my comfort zone, so me just being me, it's like it was disruptive to people. And I've come to the place now where I own my disruptor, that I own being a disruptor. And I've had to disrupt my own life. I've had to break through my own comfort zones and having experiences where I've been picked on, I've been, threatened to be, hurt, and I've been hurt, and I've had my, car vandalized, and, and it's just like, that could stop someone, right? That could hold someone back from, it's like, what is happening, what someone else's response is about them, and you being you really has no threat on anyone else. Their threat is to them. And I'm sharing this because I feel like, one, I'm going all over the place, and I hope this is making sense, because I am streaming through, and like I said, it's, showing up as the channel. And so whether it's the channel of me showing up and being a teacher in this way, and sharing my story and sharing my experiences and sharing ways to move beyond for yourself, whether it's, you showing up and doing healing work in another way, or showing up in art, and showing up in poetry, and showing up and being a mom, and keeping an entire household together, and then in between that sharing the expression of who you are, but being outside of the roles, right? So it's like, if you're a mom and you're loving it, and own it. If you're you're an artist, you're a healer, you're a speaker, you're a dancer, if it's, and you don't even have to be a professional dancer. It's like, how do you want to express yourself in this physical being, through tapping into the depths of your heart and your soul, and allowing that to be your guiding truth. Because here's the thing, it's like, we're breaking through it, and it's very uncomfortable. We're seeing a lot of stuff happen on social media right now, where many have been taught that speaking up and sharing and being who they are is not safe. And this is all part of, so it's like, that's happening on a micro level. This is all coming through right now. I have like goosebumps. It's like, that's happening on a micro level right now. And so on a macro level, on a micro level, it's happening to each of us individually, right? So we're seeing this huge patriarchy crumble, this vibration, this silence, this quieting, this squishing down is breaking on this macro. It's happening on the micro level within each individual. And so what happens is, as it starts to, these comfort zones starts to crumble within, and as your soul is leading you to this more expression, right, that you say that you want to experience, the love, the money, the health, the fun, the joy, the inner comfort zone, the inner patriarchy will crumble too. And so it gets uncomfortable when you go outside your comfort zone. And the comfort zone will seduce you into saying you'll be annihilated, you'll be abandoned, you won't be safe. And all of that is not true, based on the past patterning and the past programming. And where we are in our evolution, that's just what it was. And so as you're moving through your comfort zone and coming up against the seduction of it, it'll come through a few ways. Like it'll come through in this way of like a false intuition. You know, you'll get this intuition, oh, maybe I shouldn't go to that party. And then, you know, on the other side of that party is maybe the love of your life, right? Because the insides of you, your comfort zone doesn't want to be, your heart to be at risk or vulnerable of getting hurt again, right? So you see this like, this, you know, unfuck your mind is my gig. And I could see the way that we hold ourselves back so subliminally. And so the, you know, your intuition will say, oh yeah, like I feel like it. And so in tuning in more to who you are on a heart and soul level and developing that deep relationship with yourself, you get more tuned into the, I have a fake tattoo. Can you see it? Oh, it's a feather. I just saw it briefly. So you get tuned into more of what's your truth, what's your intuition versus these comfort zone stories. You know, it'll come through really logical, right? When you're being faced, or actually when you're being seduced by your comfort zone to hold yourself back, it'll seem really logical, like this mind stories, these seductive whispers from the comfort zone will say, oh, it'll take too much time, or you're too tired, or you don't have enough money, or you don't really have time for that. Did I say that? The timing's not right. That's the other timing one that people get stuck. So it'll feel really super logical, and then like some drama's going on in life. You know, I have to take care of this one, or this one's going on, or you know, this thing is happening, and I just have to put all my focus there. You know, we're very creative in the way that we manifest things, and so starting to pay attention to, you know, does that really need my attention? Is that really true that I don't have that? You know, is that really my gut, like tuning in? And that, like I said, comes from the deep relationship with yourself. So these things will come up. Oh, and there's like another one. So, oh, and then the other thing is, actually, is Melissa on here? Yeah, we talked about it the other day. She brought it up. It was like so many people needing to know the outcome. Like, what is on the other side? Like, who's going to be at the party? Is it going to be worth it for me to put my time and energy into this thing, into myself, into whatever? Is it gonna give me the outcome that I feel like I need to have in order to know that it was a success, or that I would be safe, or whatever, right? So needing to know. And outside the comfort zone, right? Outside all of this mindfuckery, outside of the stories, outside of these limitations, are the things that you want to experience, are the people that you want to meet, are the flow, is the abundance. And you know what I'm really, so that's a lot of bombs there. Oh wait, you guys have some messages. Let me just finish this up, and I want to tune in. Is this last piece is that, I don't know if it's last piece or not, but this next piece is that on your way through your comfort zone to the other side of where all of the goodness is, all of the flow, everything that you have within your heart that you know, that you and your soul knows that you can experience and have, is all of your stuff is going to come up. All of your crap, all of your limitations, all of your stories, all of your discomfort. And that's where people dive back into the comfort zone.